You both ought to be ashamed of yourselves.
This is the empty eye socket within the skull, with its bony walls inside and the rim of the bony orbit in front.
Or use the push-button panel in the cabinet.
Yeah. I love that.
As long as he came in on the beat, you know. Mm-hmm. But the beat was my problem, like you can imagine. Yeah. So the cues came from him.
Yeah.
And that's kind of weird because it wasn't like counted out.
Yeah.
And we come in here.
Yeah.
It's like, okay. He's rolling around.
Yeah.
The mic is, I don't know where.
Yeah.
And I'm in the background kind of still keeping the beat down.
Yeah.
So you can hear it. But it was sort of like up to him to then, it would be a vocal cue.
Yeah.
And sometimes I wasn't even sure what he was singing. I don't think he was either.
Yeah.
It was more or less correct.
Yeah.
But he would say it, and I would just know.
Yeah.
Now we're coming back in.
Yeah.
But that was not a fun place to be on stage.
Yeah, it sounds. I don't know.
You're like, fuck.
Yeah.
But
I wasn't
for all
there,
of his shit, though, he never missed a beat.
Fun.
The guy never missed a beat.
Yeah.
He was always on it.
That's cool.
As fucked up as he was.
Yeah.
So Jeff really had something.
Yeah.
Good songwriting skills, but you know, I mean, he just he could do it. So if you ever feel like just rolling around on stage and the rest of your band is going, oh shit,
Karen's been there.
Oh my god, what's happening?
The most fun, chaotic thing that Karen ever did was jump into the drum set at the end of the song. And I was like, oh, cool. And then Karen's guitar just slams into my ribs. And I'm like, oh, what the hell?
That's being in a band.
I was like, oh, that's cool. Karen's jumping in the drums until she's right on top of me. And then I was like, not cool.
Karen wants you to enjoy this performance.
Enjoy it.
So, Cosmic Kitten.
Yeah.
Did that name come from anything? Any place special?
It came from a friend of mine in high school. We used to write each other letters and short stories and little doodles and stuff. And one time he just sent me this picture of a cat flying in space. And he's like, oh, you're a cosmic cat or something. Keep flight or something like that. I have the drawing somewhere. And the name kind of just stuck with me. And I was writing my own songs acoustically at the time, and I wanted to put out a demo CD. And I was thinking of a name because I didn't want to just use my name Karen. I was like,
Hi, I'm Karen. I got songs.
Yeah. So I was thinking of a name, and I'm like, I kind of like that, but I'll change it to Kitten. And so
yes,
Cosmic Kitten.
It's a cool name. I love the name.
Yeah.
It's just kind of if you see a list of names, it just kind of stands out. You're like, okay, what's that? I wonder.
It does pop.
There's
a lot, even when we were just starting out, so many people would just be like, what's the name of your band? It'd be like Cosmic Kitten. And for some reason, without fail, even though we'd only been a band for a month or something, people would be like, oh, I've heard that somewhere. Right. I'm like, that's good.
Okay, right. No,
that works.
It is.
Yeah.
And are you guys from San Pedro?
We're actually from Downey. We were born in Long Beach, coincidentally, both of us. And then we grew up in Downey, and then we moved back to Long Beach, and then we moved to Pedro after that.
Yeah.
Wow. Been all over the place within about a 10 square mile area.
Yeah.
Well, I moved around a lot more. I moved around a lot more, because I was in foster care, and so I moved. I lived in the valley, and then I moved to Pasadena.
Yeah.
And then,
So you really have been all over this area. Yes.
Yeah, just all over.
My
this area.
parents moved us to Utah for a little bit, and then we lived in Vegas for a while, and then we were in Bellflower, and then we were in Downey again. But we started in Downey.
It's funny, Utah, Vegas.
Yeah, there's a story there.
Bellflower, and then Downey.
Yeah.
It kind of all makes sense, right?
Yeah, it's I forget it was my parents had an opportunity to buy a house cheap or something, or rent a house really cheap in Utah, and so that's a good idea. So they did that, and then they're missed home, and then we stopped in Vegas for some reason because I guess my dad liked to gamble. And then once that became like recognizable that was an issue, then my mom was like, "We're moving back."
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it can be. It's a little scary.
Yeah.
I like to play the slots occasionally, but not in Vegas anymore. But
yeah,
it's kind of like walk. You win $30. Walk.
Yeah.
Out the door.
Yeah.
Go.
I'll
That's a couple of hamburgers. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll walk through like the casino with like $20 and a pack of smokes, and I'll just like smoke as much as I want inside, just because I'm nostalgic that way. But I'll put $20 in a machine. I'll play till it's gone and be like, "Well, that was fun."
Yeah. That's it. Done.
Yeah.
You're good.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my, oh man, there goes all my food money for the next 3 dates of this tour.
Yeah, I know. Well, there's that too.
Yeah.
So how did the band? So you're saying that you started this band? Came from you,
Yeah.
more or less.
I was playing just acoustically. And I was looking for band members, and I kind of gave up for a while. I was like, oh, like nobody wants to be in this band. And eventually, like, I was already friends with Zach. Like, he actually lived like a few houses down from where I lived. And we went to the same high school, and I tried out. Originally tried out for his band at the time, but I didn't make the part. And then a couple years later,
sorry to say.
we just randomly ran into each other at this like open mic thing. You were playing an acoustic set.
Yeah, that was fun. I don't remember what I was doing the night. Oh, you know what? My friend was having like a birthday party the night before. And we set up my drums like in the backyard, and we were playing like these random songs, and I got like wasted. And we're like playing Rush songs. And I remember being like so hammered that like I could barely like, put a beat together. And I was like all embarrassed, but all I could do was laugh at myself,
Of course.
And then the next morning, I woke up at home and I was like, oh man, how did I get home? And I was like, all right, well, I was like, I have to go to this thing and play guitar. And I was so unbelievably hungover. Like you could have like snapped your fingers and like the noise from the snap would just like make me hurl. I was like so hungover. I hit up my friend Brandon and was like, I need emotional support. Can you come with me to this thing? And so I went, and I had like a 12-string guitar, and I was just playing songs from like what now I guess would be like my solo band. It's like my side project. And I played a couple songs, and Karen was there, and then I bailed like immediately after I finished. And Karen texted me, was like, hey, where'd you go? And I was like, oh, sorry, like I'd love to catch up and stuff because I hadn't seen Karen for a while. But like I'm stupid hungover, and I need the toilet now more than I need a conversation.
Not the best time.
Yeah. And so like, but then some time passed, and we ended up hanging out, and I was like kind of recording a record in my bedroom, and so like, Karen and I would chat and come over, and she'd listen to the songs, and then she was showing me some of her songs, which at the time it was just kind of like folk punk,
Yeah.
And it'd be like, like verse, chorus, and like that's the song, like a folk punk song.
Yeah.
And then she showed me a handful of her songs, and there were a couple in particular that like that just like really excited me, and I had like this wave of creativity, and I was like, oh, that's really awesome. And then this part could be like that, and then this part could be like that. And then what if we have a bridge that's like this? And like, that happens to me a lot, where like I just have this kind of like wonderment that I hear something that just like makes my mind go. Yeah. And it's like I either surf the wave to the shore, or like I just let it wash over me. Right. And so like I try to catch those waves as much as I can, but in this case, like it made Cosmic Kitten kind of turn into like Cosmic Kitten, Yeah. Like as soon as that happened, it was like, oh man, there's like a sound here. It's interesting. It's different. It sounds like me, but it sounds like Karen.
Mm-hmm.
And Karen, like, you were obviously liking this.
Yeah, I was, because I only had an acoustic guitar, and I think I had an electric, but I didn't have like any like pedals or anything. But Zach had like the big muff, and he's like, here, use this. And I just kind of like, I already had the songs, and then I just like stomped on the pedal, and I was like, yeah, this is what I want.
Yeah, in fact, the amp that we still use to this day is the amp that I used my graduation money to buy. And it's like my amp from way back then that like
It's falling apart now.
It's totally falling apart. Like it's on its last leg. I think sometime soon we're gonna replace it because it's just so beaten down. And it's funny. It looks like all the Tolex is missing because of like it just being worn out, or like it looks like it might be from the 80s or something. Like it has a couple decades on it. But no, it's from 2011. The Tolex is ripped off because rats in my garage ate the Tolex off of it.
I have experience with some of that.
Oh, is that right?
They will eat anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we never thought to get like a cover for it until recently.
Yeah, guys.
The cover's all
Covers.
nice. The cover's all nice, like, and the fender logo's like bright white, and then you pull it off, and the amp is all.
Why don't you act like grown-ups? And you too. Quiet. All of you. Stop where you are.
By gradually restoring the outer portions of the skull and also the covering tissues, we can now realize the location of the entire eye in relation to the outline of the face.
Here, hidden, is the push-button panel. It operates exactly in the same way as the wireless remote unit.
Now, so the other guitar player, and his name again?
Oh, John.
Oh, John.
John, and then your bass player,
Jay.
Jay,
Right now,
with the
yes.
Rickenbacker.
Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna
They're gonna leave the band
unfortunately.
in the end of
Yeah.
December. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're
What?
holding. We've
In
been holding.
December, how formal.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it
Got
is very
contract.
formal.
Yeah.
No,
Well, why? What's up with that?
It just seems like the band's not really their priority right now. Like they have a lot of stuff going on in their personal life that they need to address.
So they came to you guys and said,
Yeah, there's been a feeling for a while of
Yeah.
like them kind of being, since we finished recording the record, and like all the initial press and like doing photos and doing interviews, there's been like this kind of disconnect. Like they've been kind of not super
right.
close, and then you could get the feeling that their priorities were shifting because they would like turn down shows a lot, and you're like, okay, well. And we were like, well, we're not going to... I was like, well, this train doesn't really stop for anybody, so, like, we'll get a fill-in. And then so we got some fill-in bass players for a couple shows, and then it'd be like, well, there's this really important opportunity that we really need to do, and Jay would be like, oh, yeah, well, I'm down to do that, but we need to figure some stuff out, and you could just kind of tell that they were
So it
slowly receding from the band.
yeah. And so somebody
They
finally said the end of December, that's it.
Yeah, they were like, it was when we were on this tour this last time. We're at this weird, like, Area 51 cafe or whatever, like, in the middle of the desert. And I'm walking through, like, looking at all this dumb alien shit, and and I'm all tired. I'm exhausted. And I had, like, $10 in my bank account. I'm like, could I buy some alien shit? And I'm, like, looking at this stuff, like, with, like, gnarly bags under my eyes. And Jay comes up to me, and he's like, hey, so you know how 2 cities ago I said like we needed to talk about some stuff? I was like, yeah. I'm like, what's up? And Jay's all like, I this and that, and I was like, okay. I'm like, what are you saying? Like, just get to it. Wow. And Jay's like, I'm just gonna rip the Band-Aid off now. Like, I just need to rip the Band-Aid off. If you guys are gonna tour more, then in December, like I'll no longer be able to be involved with like Cosmic Kitten. And I was like. Yeah. And I kind of saw it coming, so I was like, all right.
Well, you didn't really need to buy the alien stuff. It was right there talking to you.
Yeah, it was kind of like that. and I just, I saw it coming, so it wasn't like a big deal. Like, I was like, all right, well.
Yeah, you could tell. You could feel it.
Yeah.
They've been
And
like
this
our
happens.
longest bass player. Like they were in this band for like 2.5 years, but before that we had like 11 other bass players.
Well, actually, on the 17th, they will have been in the band for 3 years.
Wow.
And the venue we're playing at on the 17th is the first venue that they played with us.
Which is where?
The Wayfarer in Costa Mesa.
Oh, Wayfarer, right.
Yeah. So, like, the funny thing is that it's, like, kind of coming full circle, and it's weird because they're, like, being very businessy about leaving the band, but then every now and again they let, like, these little sentimental things slip out where they're like, oh, did you, like, I'm looking forward to playing the Wayfarer because it was the first place I played with you guys, and it'll be 3 years, and blah, blah, blah. And you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
but then they're businessy also. Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, they're leaving the band. So
They're leaving the band. Well,
if anyone out there wants to try out, hit us up.
bass player, and then what was he?
Oh, John.
John.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, was he rhythm lead? What did you categorize him that way, or
He's just kind of like also guitar. Like Karen's
Second
like
guitar?
Karen-
'Cause I play some leads, but I don't consider myself the lead player.
Well, it felt to me
think
like when
we
I was
both-
watching you that you were kind of, you were holding down the guitar,
Yeah.
sort of leading that charge.
Karen, writes like most of the guitar parts and melodies and stuff. So, yeah, I would describe it as like Karen is guitar 1 and John is guitar A.
Yeah, there we go.
Guitar
Okay,
A.
Guitar 1 and guitar A.
Okay.
That's good. Well, you know what? You're not going to have a problem finding
Yeah.
a guitar player and a bassist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, John is staying.
Yeah. John is gonna.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we actually met John through Jay.
Oh,
'cause
so
they were
John's staying.
roommates. Yeah,
Yeah,
John
yeah.
is staying. Yeah.
Oh, it's just the Rickenbacker dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just Jay. Unfortunately, I mean,
Yeah, I know. It's
but what are you gonna do?
It seemed good.
Yeah,
and,
yeah. Yeah, we'll find somebody. We have
but-
a lot of people on the hook. Like, there's people wanting to audition already. We haven't made a formal announcement. I guess this is the formal announcement, but there's already people that are kind of interested.
Oh,
that
you're not
have-
going to have any problem.
Yeah.
No, you'll get that. And John did seem into it, though. I mean, I was standing right in front of him.
Yeah.
And I just thought, he's really into
Yeah. I
what's
think,
going on here. It all seemed that was one of the things I really liked about you guys.
Yeah.
Is that cohesiveness
yeah.
was there. And that's got to be there.
Yeah.
If you're going to punch it out with that much energy.
Yeah.
It's like it's a weird kind of music thing, but you can go through the motions.
Yeah.
You can play the notes, or you can play the beats, whatever.
Yeah.
But there is a difference.
Yeah.
When you're really committed to what you're playing, and you put it out there. Yeah, there's a difference.
Yeah.
You can feel it. You can hear it.
Yeah.
And I don't know. There's probably some people who couldn't, but I felt that. I mean, I heard that on stage because you guys, you just have such great straight ahead energy that's really powerful.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I
you
appreciate
kind
that.
of fucking know what you're doing
Thank you, Terry.
to do that. So
Yeah.
anyway, well, cool. Cool that John's going to stay,
Yeah.
but the bass player.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But I know what you're saying. Like, when I do sound, like at Alex's bar, like 4 nights a week, and you can tell a difference. Like, there's a difference when like the power behind the instrument is coming from the amp and it's coming from the musician. Like, you can kind of subtly hear and like feel the difference. Like, and I always try to add power. Like, if I have like a shoegaze band where they're kind of strumming light, I'll try to like add gain through the mic so that the amps feel like they're pushing, But the energy's not really like coming from the musician.
Right.
It's coming from the amplitude, not the
Yeah. And that's a genuine quality to bands that are just really good and bands that, I don't know, I don't actually hate criticizing. I've been criticizing shit for years. It's actually when I started meeting younger bands, David's the one that seemed so hesitant. Because like I said, it was so competitive back in the day that we were always criticizing each other. It fucking sucked, this band. It can't do shit. Like doing that.
Oh man, that band.
But I mean, we were still friends.
Yeah.
But we could kind of do that. And then then it got to a point where like everybody's trying to kind of more or less be supportive of each other. And I like that a lot.
Yeah.
I think that's great. And part of me wants to be totally supportive, and I always was. In the end. But I don't know. I sometimes wonder when I see bands, why do you want to be in a band? You're not giving me your guts.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm not hearing your heart. I
Yeah.
don't see. Put it on the fucking line. You do that.
Yeah.
That's what I get from you.
I
is
call
that-
it like you play it like you mean it, You
Yeah, I've
play it
always-
like with purpose. Like
Yeah,
that's
I've
how I
always
see it.
like been a subscriber to the idea that like you're up there because it's like what you feel like you're meant to do. Like it feels like your purpose, and you like fucking play every note, every stroke, every hit like it's the last fucking one you're gonna play. Like there is no tomorrow. There's no hour from now. There's no minute from now. It's like right now.
Yeah.
And that's like the whole point, Like especially with rock music, it's like the whole point is to like put people in the moment, you know?
Yes.
Like you're talking about like Jeff rolling around on stage and stuff. He's pulling people into the moment, you know, like he's inviting them like, we're here right now. We're here now.
Yeah, that's it.
You know?
Well, you're back there crushing it. I mean, you were
Well, thanks, Terry. Jesus.
pounding it out. and I love that. I love to see that. I'm like, God, that's so impressive. I love that.
Yeah, thank you.
You know, just crush it.
Yeah.
Do it.
What I like about Zach is like a lot of drummers like sometimes they're just in the background, but like Zach has very much like frontman energy. So like you kind of like reach, you know, to the audience and like, you know, get them engaged. Like
but that's a unique thing about your band. That's one thing that sets you guys a little bit apart, and that's fun. Is that you do embody that, you know, and so. All of the mix of energy. Well, I guess I'll stop thinking about the bass player, but all that energy there, you know, adds up to who you guys are. Yeah, it's always, you know, it's all those little elements. You really believe in what you're doing. Obviously, you do, and you know, you're in this. I think you're committed to this. I feel.
Don't worry, Karen is committed. Karen would sacrifice me to the gods for this.
Yeah,
No.
So don't worry.
it will
about
not be an easy life.
Oh no, I know.
But you mustn't give up. I always say that. Yeah, you're going to completely destroy your life and all your relationships, but don't give up.
I always there's this quote that I really like that says, "The horrors persist,
but so do I."
So do I.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't stop now. Yeah. You've already burned half of your bridges you'll ever make, but you know, keep going.
It's all right. I like rivers.
Yeah, right.
Burn them all.
You know, more power to you, man.
It's
true. I mean, if you feel that kind of thing, you're gonna find a way to do it, and that is what I absolutely love about so many of the bands that I've seen, and the people. I don't know what your ages are. I assume you're under 50. I'm kidding. You're in your 20s.
103.
Wow, that's pretty good.
My real age is in there. If you move some numbers around.
Under 30. Yeah, but it doesn't make any difference because the point is, young people finding that voice, whatever it is, however you express it, and in spite the fucking world can be burning to the ground, I feel the need to do this, and I'm going to do it.
Yeah,
because. And again, it's just so many similarities between what's happening now and what we were doing so many years ago. In a lot of ways, almost exactly the same. Yeah. Because the record industry, even though it was strong and it lived, and there was a lot of money floating around, not for us, but there was money. And you thought, well, maybe a little here and there, I don't know, whatever. But they hated us. Yeah. And they didn't want to open their door, even a crack. Yeah. Except to look out at us and go, ooh, and shut it.
Yeah.
So why were we doing it? Well, because, you know, after the slop of the 70s and all that pop 40 radio kind of thing, which was truly, if you want to ruin a good mood, if you want to ruin like some kind of balance that you have in your life, just go somewhere and find like, say, a 30-song top 40 70s playlist. Yeah. And then you'll destroy your good mood for days.
Ouch.
You won't. You won't. It'll be hard to get out of it.
Yeah.
It'll be, Kaiser, I need to come in.
Yeah.
Because I need some help.
Yeah.
But I just love the fact, and you know, again, this is not unique to us.
Yeah.
It's throughout humanity, throughout human history.
Yeah.
People do things because they really feel like it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really matter. And it shouldn't matter whatever you think you might get out of it, because as soon as you're worried about that, well, then the music just took a backseat.
Well, I mean, it's always kind of hard. I mean, like, the stuff that's at the top is always going to be, like, you know, the shining example of capitalism, and by nature is going to be, like, it's always going to be a little vapid. You know, like, all that stuff, like the top 40.
Because people don't want to think about what they're listening to. A lot of most people don't.
Yeah.
And we were dominated by that awful pop, and I don't care how many enemies I make. Yeah. But now you are dominated by hip hop.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's become so vapid.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's been around for so long. It's the
Yeah.
same fucking thing over and over.
Yeah, yeah.
That I'm just like, ugh, God, please stop.
Yeah,
when
you know?
will this stop? And I'm
Yeah.
kind of noticing, seriously, an
Yeah, yeah.
energy, because I do a lot of searching
Yeah, yeah.
for bands like all over the place.
Mhm.
And I'm there's some resurgence going on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I know it's been happening for a little while.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's kind of accelerating.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
no, we're going to play instruments. We're
Yeah.
going to create energy. It's going to be organic and acoustic in the sense that
Yeah.
it's a, you know.
Well, there's some bands out there really making it happen. Like, I don't know. The first one that comes to mind is like Amel and like maybe Mannequin Pussy. And like Amel and the Sniffers and Mannequin Pussy are like two bands that are like really like kind of going to that next level that are like, you know, instrument driven rock bands with, you
Yeah.
know, different edges, you know.
Yeah, well, Zach's band, Crisis Actor, same thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Just, I mean, you can't get any more kind of organic and close to the source
Yeah.
of what this energy is.
Yeah, yeah. Hell yeah.
Than a band like that. You know,
Yeah.
they're just three guys up there just fucking doing it.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
and I just I love it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not that I hate any particular genre.
Yeah.
There are some
Yeah,
that I
yeah.
hate. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't particularly hate hip hop. I'm just sick of it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just like, okay, enough.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
get
yeah.
it. I know. Yeah, I get it. I know what that is. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
And I'm like your grandfather.
Yeah.
So when your grandfather is saying, "Can we move on?"
Yeah, yeah.
Then there's a problem
Somewhere along the line.
You know, somewhere in the basement. You know, figure this out.
Yeah, yeah.
Because Jesus Christ, I was in New York when all of that started. I would see these kids spinning around on cardboard.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, with their
Oh,
boom
yeah,
boxes
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and doing the very first kind of hip hop stuff.
Yeah.
And doing a little thing for you, a little rhyming bit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And because nobody knew what to call it.
Yeah, yeah.
And you know, here's $1, here's a couple of bucks. You know, and there it was, and it was
Yeah,
cute.
yeah.
It was kind of fun.
Yeah, yeah.
Now that, you know, I like that. It's very organic.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, literally, it's like
Yeah.
cardboard box, boom box.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
It's like original. Yeah.
but that was, I don't know, 45 years ago.
yeah, yeah.
That was started by your grandfather.
Yeah, yeah.
Fine, people. But anyway, you guys exemplify that whole, man, we're going to kick ass and we're going to create
Yeah.
this fantastic sound, and now all we need is a bass player.
Yeah, yeah. We'll get there. I think I mean, like I grew up on a lot of like 80s punk and stuff and, you know, 70s punk, and it was just like one of those things, like I just like it fast and real and honest. You
That's
know?
what, right. Thank you for
Yeah.
saying that, because
Yeah.
a lot of people, there's been a lot of misunderstanding about,
Mm-hmm.
well, why was punk, why did it, well, a large part of it was just trying to be honest.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you can play guitar solos all you want,
Mm-hmm.
and, you know, and it's like at some point, it feels dishonest.
Yeah, yeah.
And, you know, some of this grandiose, pompous shit that prog rock was at the time, even though I was a fan,
Yeah, yeah.
for 5 more minutes after the Ramones came out, and then I wasn't. But honesty is
Yeah,
a
yeah.
big deal, and that's so, like, when you know, somebody sees your band, it's like, this is just honest. This is what right there. What you see is what you get.
Yeah, that's
And
why,
it's,
you know, I don't hesitate from like saying like what we're about and saying on the mic, like, you know, what I believe in, because it's like that's what we're there for. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's
Right,
not-
exactly. It's your platform.
Yeah,
It's an incredible position to be in. You say anything you want,
yeah, yeah.
because you know, and I mean, I just think you're just really fun. There's just something unique about your style. You don't have to go crazy up there to communicate that. You know, that you have this thing going on that's just infectious.
There, that's better. Of course, if you'd rather not listen, go ahead. Just step on the gas. Take off.
Another important safeguard to the eye is the tear gland, which secretes the tear fluid. This is an effective germicide which drains through the tear ducts into the nose after flushing and cleaning the entire eye surface.
To use the 7-function wireless wizard remote control, turn on the power for the remote amplifier at the set.
Now, you guys, you just finished an album.
Yes.
And this album, is it, how many songs are on it?
10.
10 songs, yeah.
10 songs. And I actually have it. I just haven't done my set down. I've got a few backlogged. Sit down and just go through them.
Yeah.
And just totally
check it out.
Where did you guys record that? Was it local?
Yeah, it was at King Size Sound Labs in which location was it? Was it the Highland Park one?
Yeah, it was in Highland Park.
Yeah.
King Size Sound Labs, this cool little place. It was really fun to record the record there. Their live room, like the drums sounded great in there. Yeah. And we were doing the album with Ben Greenberg as our
flew in
lead
from
engineer.
New York, actually, to do it.
Really?
Yeah, and then Alex Edkins from the band Mets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did he fly in from Canada?
Yeah, he flew in from Toronto. He came to be our producer for the record.
Wow. So these were people obviously you knew?
Yeah, more or less.
Kind of.
Well, Ben knew Alex, and we knew Alex a little bit.
Their friend Danny.
Yeah, and then we just asked him to be involved because we thought he would have a good mind for what we were trying to make.
Yeah. Now, so are you happy with it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm stupid. I'm stupid
amazing.
happy with the record. Yeah.
Really?
I'm super proud of it. It's a step in the right direction. It was sort of a difficult record to make. There was a lot of emotions and heavy crap going on, but I kind of like that about the record because it ended up becoming a snapshot of where we were at the time. So much heavy crap was going on, and there was so much heartbreak and just heavy emotions going on. And then the record, we ultimately decided to just call it a self-titled record, which we had previous records before, but this was our first self-titled one. So we kind of thought it would be the starting of a new era because we have this new lineup and we have this new sound. And then we just made the album cover creepy, and we decided to go with black and purple as the color scheme. And we're the black kind of made it dark, and the images were kind of creepy and dark looking, that what we came up with. And and the songs were are all kind of heavy, angry, dark, emotional, visceral songs. And we're kind of it ended up becoming a snapshot of that moment.
That's where you were.
Which is pretty cool. Looking back, it's pretty beautiful, It's also kind of gnarly. There's some songs that I go back to and I listen to and have conflicting feelings about because it will remind me of some things that I don't want to be reminded of.
Well,
but
that's going to happen.
Yeah,
It'll be there your entire life now.
Yeah,
but that's cool. That's a cool thing because that's your footprint. That's your life print at that time, and that's what that's for. And it's amazing. Yeah, because other people will hear it, and then that will become part of their life print.
I was gonna say that's one of the things I'm proud of too. It's it might be difficult for me sometimes looking back, but for me that's part of the deal that I make, to put it out there, because maybe somebody else will hear it and it'll help them in the same spot.
That will happen.
Yeah. And it's cool,
Always been amazed at that. I would get people that would write to me and they would, well, your album full of murder songs helped me stay alive.
Yeah.
Like, really?
Yeah.
I don't understand how that happened.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to ask.
Yeah.
But it did that. Okay. You just got to accept it.
Yeah.
And that'll happen with yours too. People will they'll do that as it gets out there. And now, did you guys did you get some vinyl?
Yeah.
With this? You did.
Yeah. We got some vinyl made.
CDs.
But you didn't bring me one.
No, regrettably, we didn't bring any.
Yeah.
But I got to bring you. We'll make sure you get one.
This
more
is
of these.
the make the guest feel guilty portion. Of it.
Yeah, so if that's your kink,
I don't
keep
care.
watching.
No.
You have a guilt kink.
Well,
Keep watching.
one of them. It's minor, but it's there.
It's minor.
No. I don't care because I like to support. So I've already bought it.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Yes.
So that was
I was
over
gonna
nothing.
say. I was gonna say. I'm like, didn't you buy?
Yes, I did. But it's fun for me.
Yeah.
To see people squirm.
Yeah, it's okay. It works.
Look, we're all
You
in the
got me.
same family. We're all in the same. We got it. Look, if you're going to be in a band, you're going to squirm.
Yeah.
Things will make you squirm. And
Yeah.
it's like, deal with it, have it, and then, the next time it happens, you go, you're just trying to make me squirm. I know what you're doing. So.
And all musicians are kind of at least a little bit assholes.
Well, because,
Yeah.
that reminds me.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, I wonder where this is going.
people would always say, like, oh, God, you got to be such an egotist.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you kind of do.
Yeah.
You kind of have to have a little bit of an ego
Yeah.
to get on stage. I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
Because we're the ones up there.
Yeah.
And then there's 100 or 200 people or whatever it is out there not on a stage.
Yeah.
And even though one or two of them may be in a band somewhere, it's not easy to get up there and put yourself on the line like that.
Yeah.
It's a live performance. Mistakes can and will be made.
Yep.
And you're putting it out there, and you're extremely vulnerable
Yeah.
there because you're completely at the whims of, these half-drunk people are talking to each other and not paying attention.
Yeah. And there's always like people that are going to think they deserve it more than you. So it's like an ego war. And there's always people that are going to
let them get out there and prove it.
Well,
Okay.
Yeah. And then
Go ahead.
There's also people that just like to see people fail. And they're going to be there like with a cynicism, like
Those,
so you kind of have to be like sure yourself or a little bit like,
you don't give a shit.
confrontational in a way where it's like, yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, you don't give a shit.
Yeah,
It doesn't
yeah.
make any difference.
Yeah.
And if there's people that want to see you fail, tag them, do the facial recognition, and then make sure they never show up at a
Yeah.
club. If you see this person show up,
Yeah.
kick them the fuck out. But those people,
Yeah.
their energy burns out on its own,
Oh, yeah.
and they leave the flock.
Because they're so tight.
Completely on their
inside
own.
all the time. Eventually, they're just going to fizzle.
They're just irrelevant.
Yeah,
I have been there, and I've seen
yeah.
like, oh God, and they end up having no impact.
Yeah.
And you're still on stage, and you're still getting fans, and you're still getting people that are saying,
Yeah.
we love you, we think it's great.
We're still being loud, deafening people.
Yeah,
helping-
but you're the
helping
ones up there
people.
doing it,
Yeah.
and they're the ones
Yeah.
bitching and whining. So it's a weird place to be where
Yeah.
you are vulnerable, but at the same time, that's the very thing that people, they find attractive about just playing live music. That human connection is so great. Well,
Yeah, it's
really
palpable.
loud human connection. But,
Yeah.
and I mean, that's obviously you're a lifer, Karen, right? I mean, you're going to keep doing this because I just feel that you've got, and you're writing songs all the time, right?
Yeah, and if it's not writing songs, I'm drawing or doing some other creative thing. But it's like my therapy. So
Yeah, no, it's great, yeah, it's a wonderful therapeutic tool,
Oh, yeah.
deafening people,
Yeah.
you
I always say on stage, or sometimes I say on stage, I'll be like, I hope it's loud enough for you guys. We hope that by the end of the show tonight, you guys can't hear your boss yell at you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Something like
yeah,
that. Yeah.
It's perfect. It's great. So I don't know. I mean, I just hope that, the album really gets out there and really spreads around.
Yeah.
And I think, God, don't go in the winter, but at some point get over to Europe
Yeah.
while you can.
Well, we're kind of trying to
we
plan
might do
something.
that next year, like towards the end of the
September-ish,
year. Yeah,
That's
September.
good. That's not a bad time.
Yeah.
Don't go November beyond.
Yeah.
And because every single time we went there, it was December or cold, wet,
Yeah.
just fucking
Frigid.
miserable.
Yeah.
Ugh. No, never quite. I lived in Chicago 8 years. I know what frozen is.
Yeah.
I know what cold is.
Okay.
I know what 11 degrees below zero when you're waiting for a bus is.
Yeah.
24 below
Yeah.
was the coldest I was ever in.
Yeah.
But it's not that.
Yeah.
It's not quite that. You almost wish it was that. Then I would know, okay, yeah, this is bad. This is cold.
Yeah.
It's 5 below. It's really cold.
Yeah.
You know. But it's just never quite that. It's just wet, kind of half-assed rain, and
Oh.
just cold enough that, you know, no matter how many coats you have on, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
But definitely go over there because, boy, the fans, they'll just gravitate to you, and they'll really appreciate what you're doing.
That'd be cool. We did a small tour in the UK, but we want to do like more shows in like Europe, you know,
Yeah.
all of Europe.
Yeah. Do the whole thing because, and now a lot more of it is open. You know, so you can go to Poland, you can go to Hungary, you can play all these places. When I was in a band, literally where you couldn't go.
Yeah.
They wouldn't accommodate you for one thing, but for another, like when we played Berlin, the Berlin Wall was still there.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
We had to get stopped by East German border guards.
Yeah.
And they spent 30 minutes looking at us.
Yeah.
They look at your passport, and they literally look at every feature on your face.
Whoa.
Because I could see them. I
Yeah,
could
yeah,
watch. They would look at my picture, and they would look at your eyebrows.
Yeah.
Look at the picture. Look at your forehead. Look
Yeah.
at the picture. Look at your mouth. You look at your nose. All of it. You could see them doing it.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know if they were just fucking with us.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, dude,
Well-
you don't need to do that, really.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, there's dogs, and you know they got their little mirrors, you know, that they're running underneath,
Looking
and
underneath. Yeah.
like, yeah, man, we're just got like
Yeah.
tons of shit we're bringing in from
Brick.
where I don't know.
brick of cocaine
You know,
tied to the
where
bottom of the
fuck-
car.
Where did we get this stuff when we flew in?
Yeah.
We
This
didn't.
car's a submarine. We brought a brick of coke from Colombia, dude.
Yeah. Somehow we got through customs. And here it is. But that is just East German. And, you know, it was every stereotype you could think of. It was just completely unsmiling. And then that little stretch. And even Berlin itself was divided in half. But you had to go from West Germany to East Germany. It was about an hour and 2 hour drive, whatever.
Yeah.
And so during that drive, you would stop at their little. All the cars, too, completely instantly changed. These little things called Trabants, or they were just like these little 3-cylinder.
Yeah, little
just
putt-putt.
kind of, yeah. And so different from, you know, the West, where
Yeah,
even
yeah.
then the Mercedes were flying by you,
Yeah,
120 miles an hour. And
Yeah.
but the gas stations were like a pump.
Yeah.
And then you go inside, and there's this just frowning, truly one of the ugliest humans you've ever seen, at least for us. This one
How
place.
pitiful the gas station
One
attendant.
wall is vodka,
Yeah.
and the other wall is chocolate, and that's it.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
I'm
Just
like,
get a little
yeah.
camping stove, pour the vodka in, and toss the chocolate.
Yeah.
Just watch magic happen.
And then overhead, we actually saw a few Russian MiG jets. Could you see the red star
Yeah.
on the wing, and they were doing some maneuvers. And I said, "What a wonderful experience this is!"
It's rad.
See
Well,
our
you know.
communist friends overhead.
Well, you know, thank God for our cheeseburger savior, David Hasselhoff, for tearing down that wall.
Right.
I swear.
So, I mean, it was fun. It was interesting, and it didn't matter. Eventually, you were going to get through.
Yeah.
We didn't have any drugs. That's not how Jeff did it.
Yeah.
He would go to a city, find it, but it was never on him.
Yeah.
Different. If he actually did that. But anyway, aside from that horror story, which will never happen to you, thank goodness. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, you find that bass player, that
Yeah.
permanent bass player, and you can start thinking about that. Because
Yeah.
you've got an album. And as long as you have an album, you've got something, some product,
yeah.
you know, that you can use to get booked and get shows over there.
Yeah, like this album, I think I'm proud enough of it, and I think it's special enough that, like, I really feel motivated to like push it. You know,
Yeah, you should.
Previous
Push it.
albums like that we had where I was like, oh, these are good, and I like these songs, but you know, it was kind of like we were just like trying to make it happen, like solve the problem, like solve the puzzle, like in a Rubik's Cube, like, oh, well, like we can't get this the way we want, but the best we could do is if we did it like this, like that should be good enough, you know, like that kind of thing, or you're just kind of like
we're still trying to find the sound. We're pretty shy about it too. Like we weren't very like in your face just yet.
But this is the first time that instead of like being like having elements of it where it's like, oh, this is good enough, it was like it came out and we were like, we knew what we were doing in a way where it's like, we're going to do this and that and that and that.
And not apologize.
And we did it like we did it to the
Don't
full
do that.
bore, you know, like we didn't sacrifice or make compromises. We're like just went full for it.
Well, you should push it then.
Yeah.
You got to push it. You've got a lot of blood, sweat, and tears in this thing.
Yeah.
You got to push it.
Yeah, that's what I really do want to do. And I think these booking people we're talking to in Europe were saying something about that. They think our music will do really good in France and Germany and the UK and
Holland, same as Germany.
Holland and they said Switzerland. They think we would do good in. Is that
Yeah,
right?
there's one city there.
Yeah, and he's like, we need to get you guys there.
Zurich.
And I was like, okay, well, I'm curious to see how it goes.
Yeah. Just no late fall or winter.
Yeah.
I'm warning you.
If we go in the winter, I'll make sure I text you how it's going. Like, hey Terry, 2 coats today.
Yeah.
Little
right.
picture, send you a picture.
All
3 coats
wet
today.
completely. And,
Sopping wet.
We'll aim for September.
I know.
Let's. You can't go forward. So why not go back for a moment? Let's see how you got into this mess in the first place. Come on, all of you, back.
The eyeball itself has a white, glistening surface. Its front part bulges and forms a highly transparent window. In this sectional view, the capsule of the eyeball is seen to have 3 layers. This thick, tough outer layer is called the sclera.
This red button lights up and signals that the remote amplifier is on and ready for use.
I know somebody in Russia.
Yeah.
And I keep wanting to say Stalingrad. It's not Stalingrad. It was Volgograd, I guess now.
Mm-hmm.
And he does a lot of music stuff. And he's like, oh, no, I can book you. We could do a Russian tour.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, I'd love to do a Russian tour.
Yeah.
Because there's something about Russia that just sort of like, just find interesting.
Yeah.
Known a couple of Russian
It's such an
people. They're crazy. But
Yeah.
it's I just thought, and you know, you can be driving.
Yeah.
There's some distance.
Yeah.
But actually, most all of it is just right there in the eastern third or even quarter
Yeah.
of the country, and you've got a lot of cities and a lot of fans.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't get paid much because they just don't have much money.
Yeah,
They just
yeah,
don't
yeah.
Everything there's cheap, and it's really good quality, but they don't get paid much. And
Yeah.
so, you know, it's not about the money. It's just about going and sort of experiencing that. And obviously there you don't want to do it in the winter.
Yeah.
Because I think that kind of almost makes Chicago look warm in the winter. Or maybe it's about the same. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you had some people like that are booking, I mean, shit,
Mm-hmm.
you know, your horizons just depending on how well it goes.
Yeah.
A lot of places you can play now that you couldn't.
Yeah.
So, you know.
It's all just about the cost of the plane ticket. That's like really all it is.
Yeah.
Once you're there,
Once you're there, they'll feed you. They'll house
Figure it
you.
out. Yeah.
They'll get it. No, they'll figure it out. They'll do it. You'll eat.
Yeah.
You'll, you know.
One of my favorite stories is a friend of mine toured Russia, and they were toured Europe and Russia just off of like Facebook friends, like putting shows together for them.
Yeah.
And it was one of the most bizarre tours. I felt like he was gone like for like forever. It felt like years had gone by. He was just, and I didn't know where the hell he was. Like and I was just like, whatever, you know, like he'll turn up eventually. I talked to him at one point, and he was like in Brighton, and he was like, he texted me, he's like, man, I'm staying at this squat in Brighton. It's like a drug house, and everybody on the floor that we're staying on, they're all like strung out and on H, so everyone's asleep and it's quiet. But on the 2 stories above us, like people are on meth and like they're partying and it's all loud. Yeah. And he's like, there's like 20 people in here on the floor, and we're just like huddled in the corner. I was like, oh, that sounds wild, dude. I'm like, don't die, like have fun.
That's Europe.
Yeah,
that's Europe too.
Yeah,
you gotta take your little bits of comfort where you can get them.
Yeah.
Because it can be. Sometimes I used to wonder how do they do this.
Yeah,
they're just kind of like
it's
just them, But every now and then we get a hotel room.
Yeah.
Really nice, and like sleep. Yes, you're gonna want that. Just trust me.
Karen is always the one that's like, because I like do like a lot of our finances. So I'll like look at the money and be like, all right, let's just keep going and keep not spending money. Like that's how I see it.
Oh yeah, it's good.
And then Karen will be.
But I want everyone to be comfortable, so I'm always like, the band can afford this.
Karen's
or get
like,
us a hotel.
We're getting a hotel. The funny thing is, on this last tour, Karen like stopped discussing it with me. Karen would just be like, okay, so I'd be like asleep in the passenger seat, and while I'm asleep in the passenger seat, she would just like book a hotel and then like tell the driver like, hey, go to this address, like we got a hotel. And I'd wake up and be like, he'd be like, oh, we're like 20 minutes from the hotel. I'm like, what hotel? Like, what the hell, dude?
Yeah, good for you. That's okay.
Yeah.
That's all right, because you need both.
I ended up being stoked about it, but like once we're in the hotel, I'm like, okay, this is cool.
Yeah, it just every now and then you gotta take care of yourself.
Yeah. And
fair.
my concern is
nice
just
to
everybody else being comfortable and not being miserable throughout the
Karen.
tour. And our photographer is also our driver, and he does a lot of the
does a lot
driving.
of the
So I'm
driving.
like, this guy needs like a bed to sleep in.
Wow, it's great to have
Yeah.
someone like this in your band.
Yeah, somebody.
She's gonna make sure everybody gets through this.
Yeah.
Without like,
killing each other.
where did they go? I don't know. The last I saw them, they were in a drainage pipe in Amsterdam.
Yeah, I mean, it's fair. I think having the two of us with the 2 different mindsets, like
It's perfect.
It would benefit us.
Good. No. It's really
Yeah.
good. That's good. Because
Yeah.
usually it's just kind of like either people don't care or it's one way or the other.
Yeah, because like I always am like, whenever I look at like the success of the band, I'll be like, oh man, I'm like, we've got all these like random little bills, like the rehearsal space or whatever,
Sure.
things like that.
It adds up quick.
And then I'll be like, oh man, we're bleeding money. We need to do something. And Karen will be like, oh, well, I manage the social media, so let's do a push and see if we can sell some merch. And
Sometimes just posting, just a normal post, it will just regenerate and refresh somebody's algorithm somewhere.
Yeah.
And because I've noticed that when I sold Gun Club T-shirts, I
Yeah.
sometimes just put a post, T-shirt, and then boom, I get 5 sales right there.
Yeah.
You don't have to buy any advertising. It's just like throw it out there. So
Yeah, we
that
like.
works.
I think I have the Fire Spirit shirt. It's a white shirt with the pink flame on it.
Uh-huh.
And then which one?
I have the She's Like Heroin
to me.
But I have it
Black
on
font on a black shirt.
Yeah, so you could only see like
Got one of those
she's,
misprint ones, Terry.
and then it just says like heroin or something.
yeah.
I feel really bad
But I
about
love
that.
it. I love the shirt.
It's still cool.
I just like the colors.
Well, I'm going to reprint them all.
Okay.
And I'm going to do this correctly next time. My fault. But actually, on a black shirt, I'm going to use something other than black ink.
Yeah.
It might be pink, it might be green, which were the album covers,
Pink
and it
would
might
be
be
nice.
white, but it's not going to be black because you can't fucking see it.
yeah. I always,
You could see it a little bit on the shirt.
Yeah, you can see it a
actually.
little
You
bit.
can.
Yeah.
Like when you're under a street light and it just kind of shines off it, it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
The way a street light, but that, assumes it's night, there's a street light,
Yeah.
and, you can see it. So it kind of works in a way, but otherwise. Well, guys, I'm going to wrap this,
All right.
but I really appreciate what you've done. I think your band is just fantastic. I'm definitely, whatever your next show is,
It's on Wednesday at the Wayfarer in
at the Wayfarer.
Costa Mesa.
Yeah. Now, because, just real quick. What was the club? There was a sort of a strip, long strip, and then and the club is down at the corner.
It's like in the corner.
Massive parking lot.
That's Wayfair.
That's Wayfair.
Yeah, yeah. Costa
What's
Mesa.
that other place in Costa Mesa that's just kind of almost like a biker bar type of thing?
Oh, crap.
That actually has had a couple of bands. The Hangmen there were recently. I don't remember the name. But you're talking, but the Wayfair is that one. That's
Yeah,
in-
the one in the corner.
People listening from Finland won't have any idea and won't care.
That's
but
right.
I do because I used to go there and I used
Yeah.
to kind of like the Wayfair.
Yeah.
It's like the one, kind of cool club
Yeah.
down there.
It's a pretty cool venue. Our friend, my friend Pedro, does sound there. He was the engineer on our like 4th record.
Yeah, the one before this
The one before the
So
one
it's
that
the
just came
one,
out.
so you walk in, you got some pool tables, stuff,
Yeah.
stage in a, like almost like a separate room, kind of, right?
Yeah. It's like you come in and then when you first come in, the bar is straight ahead of you and the pool table is on the right. If you make
Yeah.
a left and like go all the way around, then the room with like
Yes.
the
With
stage.
the stage, yeah.
Gotta be the same
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Jesus. I don't know. I haven't looked it up.
Pretty cool. But then on the 20th, we're doing like a fun little show.
Yeah, it's like a holiday show at our friend Jason Paul's studio in San Pedro.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's called Broken Anchor.
It's like kind of like a house show type vibe.
Yeah. It's a really cool spot. Yeah.
Other bands and
Yeah.
kind of thing. Will that be advertised?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a flyer on it.
Oh, there is
on
already?
socials,
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that kind of fun.
Social
Maybe I
media.
could get some of those lazy sods that I know in Pedro to come out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We probably know them already.
Yeah.
You know them.
Yeah. It's a small town.
Yeah.
But I don't mind. I've done it for a while, and I'm Uncle Terry to them. So
Yeah.
they expect me to be kind of harsh and pushy.
Yeah.
Sorry. Get the fuck up. Wake up. I'm up at 6 today, and you're still... All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cosmic
thank you.
Kitten. Buy the record and support them and see them live wherever you are. Even that one guy in Finland who's sitting right now in your cabin with your favorite reindeer. I don't even want to go beyond it, but even you, please buy the album.
Hey, Jeff, I see you. Stop touching yourself.
That's
Buy the record.
it's just Jeff.
Yeah, that's all right.
It's his thing. Yeah.
That's all right. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.